bitterly cold air heading toward the Bluegrass State. It may be ushered in by a round of some light snow. We'll talk about it all just ahead.
The city of Lexington and community organizations are stepping up to help people who have nowhere to go once this extreme cold weather arrives.
A fourth person has been charged in connection to a deadly shooting that happened here in Winchester just 2 days before Christmas.
Tracking, alerting, protecting. This is WKYT News at 5.
Good afternoon to you. If you think it is cold today, get ready for the thermometer to drop even lower.
That's right. We have an Arctic blast arriving tonight. It's bringing extreme cold to the Bluegrass State. We begin with WKYT Chief Meteorologist Chris Bailey, and he's been talking about this frigid forecast for, what, about a week now?
Yeah, a week ago we had a low tomorrow morning of 5 showing up, and that turns out not going to be cold enough in many cases, or for Thursday morning, I should say, at 5. Hey, focus of the forecast, guys, on what you just mentioned, bitterly cold air that is arriving into the Bluegrass State over the next several hours. Now, right now it's 30. 24 Covington, 14, 10, 7. That's some of the Arctic stuff that is on the way, and it gets a whole lot colder coming up behind that, by the way. Live First Alert Defender has a little batch of some light snows into northeastern Kentucky still, but want to focus on what is coming down the pike. The leading edge of that Arctic air is being introduced now by a band of snow showers and squalls, a gusty band of snow showers and squalls stretching from parts of Canada through Iowa as of now, and those squalls may arrive in parts of the area just in time for that morning commute tomorrow. And we can show you that on the hour-by-hour forecast. 3 o'clock tomorrow morning. Same snow showers we're just now seeing across the Dakotas already showing up across parts of the Bluegrass State. By 5 o'clock tomorrow morning, check out that little band of some snow showers and squalls ahead of that Arctic boundary. Then watch the numbers behind that fall as the day wears on. Noontime into the low teens. By the time we hit tomorrow evening, we're already into the single digits across most of central and eastern Kentucky. The winter weather impacts over the next few days highlighted by the temperatures and the wind chill. And again, a small window, guys, for some snow first thing tomorrow morning. We'll talk about how low those wind chills can go on us with the hour-by-hour forecast, and those numbers are pretty darn low.
They are. Thank you, Chris. And especially at night, staying indoors is the best thing you can do during this upcoming extreme cold snap. Unfortunately, not everyone has a warm place they can go.
Organizations in Lexington are making plans to make sure those in need of shelter have it. WKYT's Jordan Vaughn shows us what's being done to protect the community in our top story at 5.
If you think it's cold today, just wait until tomorrow, where wind chills are supposed to drop below 0 degrees. And that's why the city of Lexington wants to notify the public that 3 24-hour emergency shelters will remain open, including one right here on West Loudon at the Hope Center. The Hope Center provides housing, meals, showers, health care, and clothing to men. The center currently provides services to around 200 men, and employees say as temperatures continue to drop, they'll see a spike in the amount of people seeking services. Right now, employees say they're fully prepared to accommodate 50 additional men inside the center. And even if the Hope Center fills up, staff members say that they'll find anyone a place to stay if they need it.
So when the numbers do get too big for this facility, we do call our community partners, and we will take some of the guys over to the other facilities.
Staff members here at the Hope Center will also be going out tonight to help to try to get folks here to the Hope Center before that cold snap hits. In Lexington, Jordan Valines, WKYT.
United Way of the Bluegrass will extend hours at its 211 call center regarding shelter or weather-related assistance. The city of Lexington is opening warming centers tomorrow through Friday. You can find the locations by going to WKYT.com. Emergency room doctors at UK Hospital want to remind people to wear layers when this freezing cold weather arrives. They say the very young and the very old are more likely to get hypothermia if exposed to the cold for too long. Early signs include shivering. In severe cases, the shivering will stop and the person can pass out.
Every year we get at least a couple of people that have passed out outside in the freezing weather and end up oftentimes with severe hypothermia and even bad frostbite.
Well, there haven't been any hypothermia cases yet this winter, but doctors expect that to change this week.
Police have made a 4th arrest in a young woman's murder. Christopher Robinson is charged with murder and burglary in the December 23rd death of Amber Cottle. Police say a stray bullet killed her as she sat inside her own apartment on Oxford Drive in Winchester. WKYT's Jerry Insko is tracking down details on this latest arrest from Clark County.
A fourth person has been charged in connection to a deadly shooting that happened here in Winchester just 2 days before Christmas. Christopher Robinson was arrested as soon as he was released from UK Hospital. 19-year-old Christopher Robinson has been at UK Hospital since that deadly shooting at an apartment complex along Oxford Drive. Winchester police tell us Robinson admitted his part in the crime during an interview with them. So upon being released from the hospital, Robinson was handcuffed and charged with murder. Winchester police already charged 20-year-old Lamont Wilkerson and 18-year-old Aaron Staley with murder and burglary, and 18-year-old Lillian Barnett with complicity in connection to this case. Robinson's arrest citation states that 19-year-old Amber Cottle was killed when a bullet went through her ceiling, shooting her during a home invasion in the apartment above her.
We believe we've got everything figured out. Every person that needs to be charged has been charged. We still have witnesses that we need to talk to, more information to gather, but we think that everybody that was involved has been charged.
Robinson is in the Clark County Detention Center charged with both murder and first-degree burglary. In Winchester, Jerry Insko, WKYT.
We're told that Amber Cottle's fiance called 911 and performed CPR after she was shot, but could not save her. We're tracking the search for a man who held up a check cashing business. Nicholasville police say a man walked into the check into cash on North Main Street in Nicholasville this morning, pulled out a gun, and demanded money. Police tell us he was a white man wearing gray sweatpants and a unique jacket.
It's a hoodie type jacket, but it's got some different colors and some kind of print on it that I think would be recognizable if you guys see it out there. If somebody sees this out there, they can call the Nicholasville Police Department because it is a very different jacket. I've actually never seen one like it before.
Police say the robber took all the money in the register, but they don't know exactly how much he got away with.
The story made national headlines over the weekend. A 7-year-old, the only survivor after her family's plane crashed in Kentucky. Now, funds promising to help that little girl have popped up all over. But there are a few things you need to look for before you donate. WKYT's Sean Moody is at the live desk for us with a story that's new at 5. Hi, Sean.
Hey, Amber, this story has gotten a lot of attention, not just here in Kentucky, but really all over the world. People want to make sure 7-year-old Sailor Gutzler will be okay, and the Better Business Bureau says it's important to do your homework before donating.
People all over the world have been moved by the story of Sailor Gutzler. A lot of them say they want to help out.
It's good to follow your heart, but you should also follow your head.
Heather Clary, a spokesperson for the Better Business Bureau, says helping families out in situations like this one is quick and easy, but you should do your homework.
Anytime a disaster or a heartbreaking situation happens, many folks are quick to set up sites to help raise money to help those that have been hurt. What you need to do is do your own due diligence to know who you're giving to.
A Gutzler family spokesperson told CBS News the only fundraiser sanctioned by the family is at this website, SailorGutzlerFund.com. It's also linked to the Facebook page, Fund for Sailor Gutzler.
There's lots of information, it seems, out there to verify who these people are. They have been transparent so far as to what's happening to the money right now. If it'll tell you what they're doing with it, and you can watch for those updates, then you might feel more comfortable donating.
Other fundraising sites and Facebook pages have popped up. An entry on the family website asks that people let them know about any other fundraising sites they see.
People who are setting up their own types of sites might be very well intentioned, but by the same token, you do want to go through channels that you know is going to be benefiting the cause you want it to benefit. So it's a good idea to try and check out exactly what is the main one if you can find out, because you don't know, anybody can set up one of these things, so you do want to make sure it's being funneled to the place you want it to do the best good.
Now, there's also an address listed on that family website where you can send checks or care packages. You'll find a link on WKYT.com. At the live desk, Sean Moody, WKYT.
Sean, thank you. The NTSB expects to finish their preliminary report in the next week or so, but a final report could take more than a year. Well, the Wildcats return to the court for the first time in more than a week.
And they'll face their first conference opponent of the season. WKYT's Rob Bromley is live now at Wildcat Central with a preview. Good afternoon, Rob.
Hello from Wildcat Central, and things really buzzing now here at Lexington Center. A lot of blue as Kentucky gets ready to take on Ole Miss. SEC lid lifter, the first of 18 games that each team will play in the conference, and the Wildcats are expected to dominate. Now, as you know, there is a lot of talk about Kentucky running the table, going undefeated the rest of the way. The SEC has not been given a lot of respect nationally, but Coach John Calipari says, wait a minute, the league is better than people think.
Yeah, Arkansas is ranked, and you got South Carolina getting votes, you got Georgia getting votes, you got LSU getting votes. So it's better than you think. And our RPI is, I think, 2 or 3. I mean, South Carolina just beat Iowa State, who's a ranked team. I mean, Mississippi State, who they say is struggling, beat Florida State. I mean, the league is better than everybody gives us credit for, and our teams credit for.
And Joe Lenardi in bracketology does have 5 SEC teams in. It all gets started tonight, conference play, 7 o'clock start on the SEC Network. Come down and see us here at Wildcat Central. Happy Blue Year, that's our collectible for tonight. You can get one at the Kentucky branded store, which is right next door. I'll be back a little bit before 6 o'clock with sports, and we'll hear from the 2 freshman guards, Tyler Eulis, Devin Booker, and how competitive they are. They've known each other for a long time. That's coming up a little bit before 6. For now, that's it from here at Wildcat Central. Sam Amber, back to you.
Thank you, Rob. Looking forward to that. And next up for the Cats, a trip to Texas A&M on Saturday.